While the state and nation's attention is focused on the devastation in Moore, the recovery effort is just as intense for scores of families in rural areas of the state. The day before the Moore tornado, another huge twister leveled homes in Farris and Carney in Lincoln County and wiped out a mobile home park, claiming 2 lives near Shawnee. Their stories show how much Oklahomans will do to help those hit hard by the severe weather.
Nearly every home in Farris suffered some sort of damage from the Sunday tornado. While attention is focused on the relief effort in Moore, those who live in the rural Lincoln County community are finding help from family, friends, and in many cases, total strangers. David and Cheryl Warwick's home suffered damage and their property is a mess. They have had lots of help cleaning it up.
This is a real close-knit area, and there's been tons of people up and down the road offering help and bringing water, offering food.
Just down the road, the tornado destroyed Alan and Becky Buchanan's home of 13 years, along with all their other buildings on their property. Like it did for the Warwicks, help came quickly.
Oh my God, our phones, we just ringing off the hook. I mean, voicemails, emails. I mean, it's almost impossible to even answer the phone.
There's actually some guys out there now cleaning out the shop.
Yeah, we don't even know who they are. Who is that?
That guy is Jason Schaefer, who lives a couple of miles from the Buchanans.
They needed help. just what us country boys do, I guess.
Schaefer says the tornado just missed his home, so he felt the need to help those the storm did not miss, and he expects nothing in return for his help.
Give glory to God. That's all we got to do. We do what we can, clean this mess up.
Thank you for your time.
Let them get a new start, a fresh start with their family, and that's what it's all about.
Healthcare even showed up in the form of the Lincoln County Health Department, ready with tetanus shots, and that included Jason.
Okay, so that old. What we're giving is
the Buchanans and our producer-photographer also got inoculated.
May make your arm a little sore for a couple of days, okay? And you'll be covered for 7 to 10 years.
Standing in what was left of the Buchanan kitchen, the family remains thankful for what they do have and where they live.
I'm glad to be in Oklahoma today. Even though, one day it's hot, one day it's cold, one day it's, tornado weather.
A few miles away in the Carney Senior Center, the Red Cross has set up operations. A small army of volunteers is serving 3 meals a day. Volunteers are smoking burgers, hot dogs, and slabs of pork with all the fixings.
A lot of the people you see out here are workers that have come out, as well as the people that have been affected by this particular disaster.
Craig Buchanan is the site director of the Carney Red Cross relief effort. He says it's another example of Oklahomans helping Oklahomans.
Community outpouring has just been amazing. The amount of people that are helping each other, the churches, groups, the Kiwanis, all the other spontaneous volunteers. The Salvation Army was out here and made us breakfast this morning. We have a group of electricians out here making us lunch. I mean, it's been amazing.
On a normal day, John Arnold runs an outdoor advertising company. But he's found a new purpose for some of that billboard material.
And so I went to my shop, I loaded up a bunch of vinyls that came off billboards, which make heavy-duty tarps.
With all the roof damage in Farris, Carney, and other areas, Arnold knew those vinyls would come in handy. So after that first load, he went back for more.
The guy asked me if I could bring another load back up today, so I went to the shop, loaded them up. I've got about 30 or 35 out in the truck. And after we're done with the interview, I'm going to get you to go help me unload them because the other guys are all out working.
Arnold urged his staff to follow his lead.
I asked them, if they could think of a place to go volunteer, do something to do that. So I've got one of the ladies down handing out sandwiches down in Moore. I think another one went to donate blood and stuff. And so, that's what we do here in Oklahoma. And it's wonderful. You know what? It makes me be proud to be from Oklahoma, to be part of this spirit.
The Sunday tornado nearly destroyed the Steelman Estates mobile home park near Shawnee. 2 lives were lost and many people were injured. Farron Davis runs D&D truck sales and service in Oklahoma City, but on this day, he is the primary supplier of hot meals to those who remain in the park and the people cleaning up.
We missed our business by a mile, missed our farm by a mile, so we thought we better go take care of everybody else. We fed over 100 people, I figure, already. And they just kept lining up. We cooked and cooked till we got everybody full, but they'll be back for long.
And Davis is passing out more than just hot meals.
We try to give them a little money if we know they tore their house down, where they can go get them a room, or we can try to give them a $100 bill if their house is down. And maybe they can get a good meal and a room or something out of the deal.
There is still a sense of hope in Steelman Estates, a sense bolstered by the discovery of a survivor that spent 3 days under the debris. Michelle Hoke found him as she searched the wreckage of her home.
I went to go reach for something and I saw fur. I moved something else and all of a sudden he moved, and I moved enough stuff and saw that it was my neighbor's dog, yelled for help, and we got him out.
Saber had several injuries. You could see the stress of being buried on his face. He was dirty and very thirsty. From the smoker, Farris sent over some of his grilled hamburgers, Saber's first food in 3 days.
Yay, he's eating. Come on. And I'm with my Terry Auto family.
Okay, I think you saw you give Bob a card.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's great.
Nearby, another family was going through the ruins of their home as 2 young boys waited anxiously to see what they would find. For Caleb, the day got much better with the discovery of his baseball bag.
Here's my glove right here.
Uh-huh.
And my hat right there. Has my name right there.
I was in my storm shelter yesterday.
Oh, thank God you're in your storm shelter.
And then my bag, and then that is right here.
As the crew found items that could be saved, they tossed them toward a small but growing pile.
And then this is my school bag.
Uh-huh.
But there's pills in it. I don't know why. See, there's pills in it. But I don't leave them in there. I just sip it.
As in many places across Oklahoma, there was spontaneous prayer, reaching out for the strength to keep going forward. Michelle Hoke wants to rebuild and stay in Steelman Estates, and she has some advice for others.
Just if you don't have a storm shelter, I would invest in one.
Bob Sands produced this report. Bob, what did you come away with after talking to these Oklahomans about their attitudes going forward?
I know people have said this before, and we are experts on how to deal with this. After all, more federal disaster declarations because of tornadoes have been given to Oklahoma than any other state in the nation. But just a tremendous sense of hopefulness. I think you saw it on Michelle's face there at the end. The lady couldn't stop smiling, and she has nothing left. I mean, her mobile home was destroyed by that F4 tornado that went through that mobile home park. But these people are going to need help for a very long time yet. And so just seeing how long people can stick with them is going to be important.
Do people in rural Oklahoma have everything they need to help them deal with this recovery?
Thanks to other Oklahomans, they do. They haven't seen the kind of aid that the folks in Moore saw. The stuff they've been getting has really been arriving late. It's been just the generosity of other Oklahomans like Farris from the truck company, and also from the folks that just showed up to cook in Carney, and people that stopped along the road to help the folks in Farris. They're just all Oklahomans doing whatever they can to help their neighbors, and that's what's making a difference for them. And I think that support's going to last for a while.
Bob Sands, thanks for that story.